Hi, this is Kathy from the White Pigeon Library. We've got new books. We Are All So Good at Smiling by Amber McBride. It's a young adult novel. It discusses clinical depression and teenagers, which I guess is kind of rampant, but it's kind of in a fantasy setting. So she meets someone in the hospital when she's working through some of the symptoms of depression, and then when they get out, they go to the enchanted forest at the end of the road and slay real dragons, and at the same time slay their own internal dragons. So people like it. It sounds like it's very popular in adult. We Are All So Good at Smiling. We've got one by Chris Bohjalian. I never know how to pronounce his name, and I've been reading him for 30 years, I think. Princess of Las Vegas. It's about a Princess Diana impersonator. She does the accent, she does everything, she does a musical number. She does that every night and spends her days by the pool, basically surviving on Ativan and some sort of Adderall, Valium. But, you know, that's her routine. So then it's going pretty well. The place where she sings is getting a little seedy on the Strip, but she's happy there. And then her sister comes into town with a new boyfriend and her teenage daughter, and that shakes things up a little bit. And then the owner of the casino, her boss, is executed horrendously in the desert, and everything starts to fall apart. And he's pretty fun to, usually his things are pretty fun to read. So it's a thriller. We've got A Fall of Marigolds by Susan Meisner. I've never read her, but this one is set in 1911 about a nurse who works on Ellis Island that has lost her husband in the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire, that horrible fire where workers just went up in flames because conditions were horrendous in New York. And she meets and cares for an immigrant who has had a loss similar to her own. And then she noticed a scarf that immigrant has with a name on it, which apparently means something to her. So then we jump to 2011, and a woman who lives on the Upper East Side, raising her daughter, has satisfying work and has her life put back together again after she lost her husband in 9/11. And then, just by chance, she sees a picture of a photograph in a magazine and is forced to relive the 9/11 tragedy. And there's a question also involving a scarf with the name of it. Then we've got My Murder, a novel by Katie Williams. And this one sounds a little odd, but happily married mother of a toddler, but also she's the victim of a serial killer. And somehow a government program has brought her back to life, and she tries to get used to the previous routines of her life and deal with other survivors of this bizarre program. And at some point, she's just haunted by questions of what preceded her murder. And so she goes to find out. Might be kind of fun. That's what we've got this week.
Last night, I don't know where I put my keys. I was tired and